Hi everybody. So I'm sitting in my far infrared sauna, and I just wanted to ask a question. Have you guys noticed the rise in people being diagnosed with cancer, like out of the blue? Um, if you watch commercials on the television, these huge cancer treatment centers are advertising as though it's a day spa, as though you're going to make reservations to go to a day spa, like come stay with us, get this treatment, that treatment. It's become the norm. Do you realize that having a cancer diagnosis is becoming the norm? It's now commonplace. I mean, I'm not saying that cancer is a death sentence, and I don't believe it is. I honestly do not. But where are all these cases coming from? I'm just asking questions, right? Is it that there are just more people being diagnosed? And if that's the case, then why? Or are the numbers the same, but now it's just getting more attention? And if that's the case, then why? I mean, are we now able to cure more cases of cancer? Because the science is advancing, absolutely. But for the most part, the treatment is the same, correct? So there's this new term that's called turbo cancer. Have you heard it? Look it up. What's a turbo cancer? Why is it here? Where did it come from? Just asking questions. For educational purposes only, I'm just asking questions. I'm not saying I have all the answers. I'm asking questions. And we all should be asking questions. So I'm seeing more young people being diagnosed with cancers that were once considered, old people's disease, right? Because as you age, the cells break down, you accumulate toxins, you have more mutations, there's a higher risk of your cells becoming mutated, right? If we're believing that cancer is the result of mutated cells, right? If gene mutation is the cause of cancer, then we understand that, right? You get old, you have more mutations, you have more toxic exposure, right? Bioaccumulation of toxins means that it builds up over time, over years. So you're more toxic. So you're more at risk for cancers. But what about people who are 23, 18, 19, 16? Right? So we know that childhood cancers are generally leukemias, right? And again, you can research that. There are a lot of brain cancers now. Children being diagnosed with brain cancers, that's increasing. But what I'm seeing, hearing about, reading about, are more and more cases of colorectal cancer among young people. Right? That's cancer of your colon. A lot of digestive cancers now. Cancers of the pancreas, the bile duct system, gallbladders, stomach. So the question is, what's happening? What's going on? What's different? So go back and, do your due diligence. Look up, research the term turbo cancers. It might be worth your time doing that and having a conversation with people in your family, people in your community, whether it's your church community, whatever organization you belong to. But I think it's time for us to have these conversations, right? Something is not as it should be, or how we would expect it to be. Something's really different when we're normalizing a disease and we're building larger, more technologically advanced centers, and there's a competition for your business. Almost like a resort. Is it that I'm just that old? Not keeping up with the times. Times are changing, but should the times be changing in that direction? All right, we have all these technological advances, right? We're supposed to be evolving as humans, and, medicine is evolving, as more money is being poured into research, as it should. Because we're supposed to be moving forward in terms of being able to cure diseases. But if disease rates are going up, we need to ask more questions. Again, do our own diligence, do our own research, read. The information is there. We have access to it. It's readily available now, right? With the internet, we can communicate across the globe. Everything is at our fingertips, very readily accessible. But there's also a lot of distraction. We're distracted because there are a lot of things to distract us from what we should be paying attention to. So again, just asking questions, right? I'm not the expert. I'm not here to offer any solutions or answers or anything. The purpose of this video is just to ask questions. Have you thought the same thing? Have you asked the same questions? Have you had these conversations within your community? And if not, then maybe you should. Have a good evening, guys.